Welcome to my next The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, Season 2 episode review video, as I was able to watch the episode early on the YouTube AMC Plus channel. Before I get into all that, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am, you're watching The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, and you find out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. So obviously I am a major Walking Dead fan. As it stands right now, the main Walking Dead show is currently my favorite show of all time, and I've watched every single episode of everything The Walking Dead related, even Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead World Beyond, which actually I liked The Walking Dead World Beyond. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. And Fear the Walking Dead, yes, it has some bad parts in it. It also has a few good seasons. Even though the stuff is kind of rushed, I still enjoyed some of it. So obviously I cover everything that I can on this channel regarding The Walking Dead. So with about 20 seconds left to go in this video, I'll put my review of The Walking Dead series finale, Rest in Peace, right there. With again 20 seconds left, the link for that. I'll put my Daryl Dixon Season 1 reviews right there, with again 20 seconds left to go in the video. I'll put my Walking Dead The Ones Who Live review videos right over there. And I'll put my Walking Dead Dead City Season 1 reviews right there. Again, with about 20 seconds left to go, those will be the links if you want to see any of my other Walking Dead videos, content videos. And let me know you're watching them with a comment or something like that, or smash the like button. But I'm a pretty big fan of the show. I don't like the whole Europe setting because it's hard to pronounce some of the things that they say, and it's hard to know what they actually said. So if I mispronounce something, give me a break here. Sorry this review video is a little bit late. I tried to watch this episode last night, and I couldn't just get focused enough because I was so into what happened at UFC 307. So I apologize. Usually I try to put the episodes out right after I watch them. I usually watch them right when they're available, but I didn't get a chance to last night. I started watching the episode and just kind of wanted to go to bed. So with all that said, this will be The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, Season 2, Episode 2. The title of this episode is called Moulin Rouge. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So we start with a narration of Laurent's thoughts, and then the rest of the people return to the nest. Falou, Daryl, and Emile. And then it makes Laurent very happy, as Daryl is like his hero, it seems. Losang asks if Laurent hopes Daryl stays here. Laurent leaves as he wants to learn from Daryl, and then Losang and his colleague talk about Daryl. Now, I forgot what the person's name, Jacinda or Acinda? That's the person that talks to Losang. They've got something going on at the nest that is a reveal or something like that. But, and then Ash and Carol land in Greenland as the plane has a fuel leak. Carol kills some walkers with a crossbow and is attacked by buried walkers. And then Ash has to save the day. But then Ash is actually attacked and saved by some random females. And they wave from afar and seem friendly. At least that's what we thought. Sylvie gives Emile a little trim. She asks what they did to Emile, and he tells her that he made a deal with God to bring him back to Sylvie. And then Daryl throws Laurent some pitches, and Isabel briefly decides to be the catcher, although she isn't really needed because Laurent makes contact every time. And then Daryl tells Isabel she could come with him when he leaves. So there's already drops that Daryl is eventually going to leave this place and go back to either Alexandria or the Commonwealth. Which one? Who knows? Or maybe he just stays in Europe. Who knows? Isabel finds out that Laurent has been taken. Somebody with a tattoo has taken him, and then Daryl leads a rescue mission. Yoon and Hannah are the good people that helped Carol and Ash. And Ash thanks them for their help back there. Hannah and Yoon take Carol and Ash to their home, and they have it's like a research center sort of thing, and they're cooking reindeer. They have been doing climate research, oh good God, before the world went to shit. Ash goes on a walk with Yoon, talks to her about the chances of Carol's daughter being alive, but who is he to tell her that? And then she gives him like a hug. And then Carol and Hannah have a shot of alcohol, which looked like water to me. And Hannah points the crossbow at Carol because she wants to just kind of, mess around with it. And then she says, I'm supposed to kill you, but she lost the coin toss. So it appears that Yoon is going to take care of Ash, at least we thought. And then Yoon asks Ash if he's ever thought about having more children. She tells Ash that that her and Hannah have already picked baby names. First her, then Hannah. So she is going to try to have sex with Ash, and then after that, Hannah is going to have sex with Ash to repopulate, essentially. Yoon tells Hannah to do it as she arrives back at the place that they live at, or she'll do it her goddamn self. And then Hannah ends up shooting Yoon with the crossbow, and then Hannah asks, is it still cool if I come with you guys? Or will you still take me with you guys? And then Ash shoots Hannah with the flare gun as Carol and Hannah were making their way back to the helicopter, or the plane, I should say, not helicopter. I don't know why I put helicopter in here. It looks like a cheap, it's not a helicopter, but it looks really cheap to not be a plane that could make it to Europe. And then Sylvie is keeping a close eye on like a servant cooking food. Daryl, Falou, Isabel, and company are on the trail of Laurent and the captors. And Sylvie has followed the servant to where she's brought the food to. And then Sylvie enters, and then she sees Laurent. So he's not been captured. It was all a ploy. It's a setup. The other men with Daryl, Falou, and Isabel attack them. They're able to fend them off. Isabel tells Daryl that they are from the nest. Emile won't help Falou. And then he points a gun at Falou. And then Emile says Laurent represents a future where they can no longer be hurt. And then Emile was going to shoot at Daryl and Isabel, but he is stopped and killed by Isabel. So that's a crazy reveal here. I thought he was supposed to be a good character, but apparently not no more. Ash and Carol have made it over France, and Carol, with a good eye, after she wakes up, finds a racetrack that they can land on. And then Carol wants Ash to stay with the plane, and Carol tells Ash if she's not back in 2 weeks, leave without her. And then Ash says he's not leaving without her. He's not going to. He'll be there as long as he needs to be there. So then Carol's off on her own. She sees a man that has a food truck. He's like a soldier with food in his truck, I guess I should say. And he roughs up a homeless person a little bit. And then she puts a hole in one of the bags of food, so it's able to like leave a trail. And then Carol follows that trail to a place where people are just trying to eat, but would have to support Madame Janae, but they're only taking a certain number of people. While Carol is snooping around, she attacks one of the guards and is captured as it gets the other guards' attention. And then Isabel says she'll go with Daryl if the offer still stands. It's about fucking time. Daryl and Isabel share a kiss together, and then Losang is asked if he's doubting the plan, and he's told by Jacinta that she told the others the truth, and that Daryl won't be coming back. What we want is to be certain. Without that, everything falls apart, she tells Losang. Carol meets Remy, who's surprised Carol speaks English. He used to teach English, he says. Madame Janae is torturing Cadron due to the information that she wants that's inside, and he is not telling her because he knows the location of where everybody's at. Laurent, Daryl, and Isabel. And then as the camera zooms on that pocket watch, showing like where the nest is, that's what ends this episode of The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. So it was a good episode. Some interesting, some plot twists here. And you finally get Daryl and Isabel kissing. I'm sure Isabel probably doesn't make it out of this season, but who knows? Maybe they kill Carol off. I guess it's possible. I'll score the episode an 8.5 out of 10. And then my character of the episode is going to be Carol, because I feel like she did the most stuff. I mean, Daryl's probably the character of every episode, but if I have to go with a secondary character, and maybe I should do characters besides Daryl and Carol, because they're essentially characters of every episode. They're the focus of this show. So you've heard my thoughts. Now I want to hear your thoughts. So if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, The Walking Dead, Dead City, Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead World Beyond, Tales of the Walking Dead, and all iterations of The Walking Dead, or any iterations of The Walking Dead, and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. What would you score this episode, and whom, if you had to choose, would be your characters of the episode? Obviously, Daryl, Carol, they're pretty much the characters of every episode, but if you want to pick other characters besides them, you can do that. Remember to click right here for my Walking Dead series finale video. Click right here for my Daryl Dixon Season 1 stuff. Click right here for the Ones Who Live stuff. And click right here for Dead City stuff. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel. Join the team. Show your name support. And be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.